Most people refer to this as a Greek god physique, and I have built this physique by going to the gym for over 7 years. And in this video, I'm gonna show you my exact 3-step plan so that you can also build this Greek god physique. And you probably clicked on this video because you couldn't care less about becoming a bodybuilder, trying to look massive and spending your whole life in the gym. But you care about becoming lean, having a bit of muscle mass in your body and looking more attractive. And when I was starting my fitness journey, I had the same goal as you. I didn't want to be a professional bodybuilder and step on the stage and pose in underwear. I just wanted to look good, feel good and become more attractive. But nowadays the fitness industry tells you something else. There is so much complex information out there about the workout, about the diet and everything, and most of the people will tell you that more is better, more muscle mass is better, more sets per exercise is better, and working out every day for 2-3 hours in the gym is better. But it's actually not sustainable for most of the people. But no matter if you're fat or super skinny right now, you can build that Greek god physique by going over these 3 phases. And phase number 1 is building the X-frame physique. And you might have heard this for the first time, but let me explain. When most of the people talk about building the aesthetic physique or Greek god physique, they only talk about having a V-taper back and V-taper upper body and having like strong arms, upper chest and abs and everything. But you cannot complete that Greek god physique by not focusing on your legs. Look at this Greek god statue. It has a good amount of muscle mass in the upper body, in the arms and everything, but it also had the decent amount of muscle mass in the quads. And as we are not going to the gym just to look massive and just to build up more muscle mass, we also want to build that attractive frame in our body. And that attractive frame comes by focusing on the X-frame physique. And this is very simple and easy to understand, and you have to just work on 3 pillars to build that X-frame. First of all, you have to work on the V-taper upper body by working more on your lats muscles, upper chest, upper traps, neck muscles, side shoulders, abs, your biceps and your forearms. And in your lower body, you have to work more on your quads and your overall legs. And the third pillar is to have small waist by getting leaner. That makes up that X frame. And you can build up muscle mass in these specific aesthetic muscle groups, and you don't have to do some fancy exercise or anything. You just have to choose some 2-3 exercises for every single of these muscle groups and progress over them. And you still have to push harder in your exercises so that you give your body a reason to grow up more muscle mass. And I follow a simple workout split, which is push-pull legs, which allows me to train every of the muscle groups 2 times in a week, and I simply try to progressive overload in every of the exercises. And if you are a beginner or even if you are intermediate, not happy with the results that you have got, I would recommend you to follow this push-pull legs workout routine consistently for over the next 6 months to 1 year and progress over all of the exercises. The second phase is diet. You cannot build up lean muscle mass if you're eating whatever you want, if you're dirty bulking, eating junk food, processed carbohydrates and everything. And when I had started my fitness journey, I was overwhelmed with a lot of information, and all of the influencers were giving their different advice. Like some were telling that you can do dirty bulking, and some were telling that like you have to eat clean and take more protein and everything. And honestly, I have tried all of that, and after experimenting over 8-9 diets for over 4 years, I have discovered a diet which is single ingredient diet, which helped me not only build up more muscle mass but also stay lean throughout the year as well. So the simple rule for this diet plan is to eat whole single ingredient natural foods. And let me explain what that means. There are so many bullshit chemicals and preservatives in the modern diet, like the packaged foods and everything, and the idea is to stay away from those foods and not eat the junk food and the processed food, and eat only the natural foods which are coming from nature, like the whole eggs, the meat, the steak, and the dairy products like the cottage cheese, milk, cheese, butter, and also the vegetables, rice, and the fruits and the honey. You can simply take more protein from the animal sources or maybe the dairy products, and take more carbohydrates like the complex carbohydrates from the rice, from the vegetables. And honestly, I don't even count my calories in that. I just take an idea how much protein I am taking, and I take about 1 gram of protein per pound of my body weight. But still, I just listen to my body and eat how much I wanted to eat, because I am not eating some junk junk food or processed food, I rely on these natural single ingredient foods, so there is no such damage that it can do to my body, and it is very easy and simple to follow for me. And the third phase is getting leaner. This is the most important phase from all of these, so keep watching and listen carefully. When you have built up the good amount of muscle mass in terms of having the X frame, now you want to show off that muscle by cutting down the body fat percentage and becoming leaner. And whenever I have to get leaner, maybe get to below 10% of body fat percentage, I simply just follow intermittent fasting, which is the best way to cut down the body fat percentage faster. I still eat the single ingredient foods and take more protein from those animal sources or dairy products, but I eat all of my meals in a specific window of time in a day. Right away after I wake up, I don't eat anything and I skip my breakfast and I drink black coffee, which suppress my cravings and also increase the metabolism in my body, which helps me burn more calories and burn more fat. And I eat my first meal in the lunchtime at about 1 or 2 p.m. where I take a lot of protein and also the carbohydrates before my workout, and after my workout in the evening, I eat my second and the last meal at about 6 or 7 p.m. where I eat only the meat or maybe the eggs, and I take less carbohydrates, so I'm eating only in the 6-hour window in a day, nothing before 1 p.m. and after 6 p.m. and I stay empty stomach at about 18 hours in a day, which allows me to burn more fat faster. And if you're more fatter right now, if you're chubby or something, you can do this phase in the beginning so that you can become leaner first and then you try to build up more muscle mass in the X frame physique. But if you're skinny right now, or maybe you have a little bit of belly fat, or maybe you're skinny fat right now, I recommend you to follow these 3-step phases in order, because even if you get more leaner, you're still gonna be skinny, so you might as well just build up more muscle mass first and then get more leaner to show off that muscles. And that's all about it. This is my 3-step plan to get the Greek god physique. And in about a few years of training, you can get this Greek god physique naturally if you just stick to this plan and follow this consistently for over the next few years. And I'll talk more about the X frame, the workout routine, the meal plans, everything for beginners inside of my X frame protocol. So if you're interested in getting the personal help from me, then check out the top link in the description. That's my X frame protocol. I have laid down the exact step-by-step process to help you achieve an aesthetic and attractive frame in your body. So just go right now and click on the top link in the description. So this is all in this video. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel and leave a like, and also write a comment about your journey to build an aesthetic physique, and maybe if you have any question related to the Greek god physique or anything, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.
Coming in, flex. I just wanna win, LA BB, who we running with, 2 2 3 3. I'm on 10 again.